Hi traders, it's Chris here at the tradingmentors.com. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm just going to pop in here, give you some price action charts coaching as well. We've done some earlier today and lots of questions have come up, which is fantastic. Thanks for all the questions, by the way. So that encourages me just to go a little bit deeper into the charts. It encourages me to come back to you and answer your questions in terms of the chart formations, the chart indicators, and in particular price action charts. Before I do that, I just want to go over the gold reversal plan. So we have the 9 simple moving average, which is acting as support, and we had a reversal. We had an outside bar, as I mentioned in the VIP room, outside bar here. And so what happens then is the price doesn't like it. It just doesn't like it. It's a false signal. So what it's trying to do is trying to grab the buyers. It's trying to grab everybody. And as soon as it's grabbed enough buyers, it's going to take their stops out. That's how it works. Stop hunters, as Kevin says, which is quite a good term. And so therefore we do expect this price to move down, and we're in profit happy days. Let's have a quick look. So that's 18 grand up. So we do expect this price to go down. I've got a target here of 1986. I'm going for the big one. I'm going to be trailing this along the way during today, but of course we've got PPI tomorrow, so just be aware of that. So about 20 grand up, so that's good so far. So go back to this. So what you're waiting for, you're not waiting for anything now, but what you're hoping for is the price to have a liquidity grab at this area here. Now you have to wait, because what can happen, it just pushes up. But nonetheless, what you're waiting for is for this breakdown here of the 9 simple moving average. And we can see here that it's extremely overbought, and that's indicated by the outside bar as well. So hopefully that's helpful. I'll be moving my stop probably with the 9 simple, which might be an idea, mightn't it? So all you do is just move your stop with this here, and it hits the first target 1995, you might want to think about taking your profits out, or it hits 1987 is going to be the big number, isn't it? So let's change that. Actually, where am I? There is a major support area here, as you can see, 1986.42. So let's make that 1987. So here's the risk to reward. So my risk today is 38,358. My reward is £100,700 and 54 pence. So if that comes in, happy days. That would be a good day's work. I'll just let it go overnight. I'm not particularly bothered, but I will be moving my stop during the end of the day. So onto the price action charts, and it's really important to understand how it works, why it works, and how you can make money. So this is the US Canadian, and let me just go to the daily first of all, just using the price action. That's all it is. So price action is really important, and as you progress in your career, what you find is your charts become a lot cleaner. Less indicators are needed. Now in the beginning you might need those charts, you might need those indicators, you might feel confident, more comfortable with those indicators, and that's fair enough. But once you progress, you can actually move on to the price action charts and get in very, very early. So this is the US Canadian on the daily as an example. Now the blue blocks are high liquidity zones. The yellow blocks are high liquidity zones but selling, mine are yellow, and blue for buying. That's the first thing to understand. So that's the first step. So what you're looking for, this is a daily chart, really, really slow, of course, but you're looking for the price to come up to liquidity where the sellers will be grabbing, the sellers will be grabbing, the buyers will be grabbing, the buyers will be grabbing, the sellers will be grabbing, and so on and so forth. So I've drawn a line here, if you can see that, at this point here where it came into liquidity, with a very high number. So this gives you the number of buyers really. So 918,000, 403,000, 1.18 million, etc. So it gives you an idea of the volumes that are expected. So let me dial into the 4-hour chart to help you make better decisions maybe. So this is the 4-hour chart. I have to zoom out to get to that point. And what I'm going to do is then zoom back in. Zoom back in as if it was live. Okay, so you can see the blue zone there with the same number. And so what you're looking for there is for some kind of reaction to this. The first step is to find out where the order block or the liquidity zone is. We've seen that on the daily and it's there. And the second thing you want to be looking for is a double bottom in this case. So you dial down to the 2-hour chart, zoom out again to that point, zoom back in, and you're looking for a double bottom. So there's the one bottom, there's the two, there's the double bottom, if you like. Now, you can't trade it from there. You have to wait for the price because it could just simply continue down, can't it? You could just do this. And have you spotted something? Questions on a postcard. Outside bar. Does that look familiar? We use it on the gold software. Highly successful on the price action charts as well. Don't forget to ask me any questions. If you want more detail on this, I'm happy to do as many videos as you want. You know, I love doing this. So what you're waiting for then, once you've got the double bottom, that is your flag to say, hold on a sec, there's something going on here. And then you simply buy here. As soon as the Heikin Ashi candle goes green, buy it. Somewhere around there. 132.27, your stop is down there below that support area. Even though it's a 2-hour chart and a 4-hour chart and a daily chart, the support is exactly the same place. 2 to 1. In actual fact, before I do that, the actual price action software is actually telling you where the next target is. Just look left. 142 pips with a 2.32 risk to reward. Now, if the trend is very strong, then of course you can go for a much bigger target. Just drag it, look left. There's one there, there's one there. So you can have 1, 2, 3 positions. One there. Now, that's 391 pips. Did it do it? No, didn't quite do it, I don't think. But you get my point here. You can have 3 positions. You can have 2 positions with 2 targets, or 1 target with a 2 to 1. This happens quite often, so just look out for that. And what I'll do to help you, I'll include this in the DVA to help you on the daily chart, just to give you a flavour and get used to it, because not everyone's got the price action charts, and I don't really want to overload you with information when you don't know what you're doing necessarily. So, but I don't know what you don't know if you don't tell me. So I'm trying to balance it out to give everybody everything as much as you can, because some people day trade, some people swing trade, some people position trade like the DVA, some people price action trade. So unless you tell me what is required, then I don't know what you don't know. But that's a fantastic way to trade. Let me just go over it again with you. So go to the daily chart. Look for the buy zones and the sell zones. Let's get rid of that. Oh, by the way, on the daily, outside bar, look out for those. They're a lot of fun. So daily, into the buy zone, into the liquidity, very high number, down to the 4-hour chart, and there you see it. Now if you have divergence as well, then happy days, but a double top, double bottom is all that's required. A double bottom just means it's retesting, and then zoom into the 2-hour chart to get your entry price, and there it is there. Okay, so hopefully you find that helpful. Let me know if you've got any questions. Let's see how gold's doing. Yeah, pretty flat at 2,000, holding on 15 grand up. Have a great day.